It's always a great pleasure to have you join us on Healthy Living with yours sincerely, Oluije Uihohai. Now, today on Healthy Living, we're looking at family planning and parenting. Yes, family planning and parenting. And to do that with us, we have the person of Nurse Adu Dorcas. She is the Assistant Deputy Director of Public Health Nursing, UBTH. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Okay, now, family planning, parenting, they come side by side.
Sure.
When we see family planning, we're seeing either a mother coming to the hospital to say, I want to go through family planning, or you see the father and the mother coming down to the hospital to say, I want to also go to doing family planning. And yes, there's something I also heard, that young girls also get involved in family planning. We don't know how true that is. That is the reason why you're here today, to educate us more on family planning. So first off, what is family planning?
Well, thank you for that expression. Family planning could be termed a choice the husband and the wife will make, so that they can have the number of children they can take care of. And when you see these children, you should be happy that, yes, this is the actual number I actually want to take care of. And I should be able to give them the best of what they actually need. Many persons out there, they have different notions about family planning. Some are scared, while some embrace it when they hear about it.
Yes.
So they, as we go further in this discussion, we'll see how we should be able to get to know more about family planning and where we can get such services.
Okay. Now, when we talk about family planning, is it a choice made by just the man or the woman, or both? Who makes the choice?
In the ideal situation, the husband and the wife should make the choice. During courtship, some will say, I want to have 5 children, some will say 3 children. To the extent they won't make it as a game during their wedding reception.
Yeah. How many children?
How many children you have? When you get to that number, you cut
it.
You cut the cake. And so you hear some saying, I want to have 4 children. While others will say, I just want to have 2. Why? Because this is a number they know they can conveniently
cater for. Yes. Okay, so in all of this now, what are the different methods? Because someone out there wants to do the different methods of family planning. Now, there is a particular movie I watched at a certain time, and this woman said, I would never go do family planning. She was actually telling her husband, why don't you go for the family planning yourself? Why don't you do it yourself? And he was like, do you want me to commit suicide and all of that? So we want to know now, what are the different types of family planning we have? And sometimes some persons will come down with, when I go through family planning, I get fat, I become fat. Some others, they say they bleed excessively. So what are the different methods we have, and how can one know which one is compatible with that person?
Well, there are actually different methods of family planning. We have the barrier method. And under this barrier method, we have the use of condom. When you hear of CDs, we also have the female condom too. There are also spermicides. It's kind of ointment that can be used. There is hormonal method, and most of these are under the pills and the injectables. There are permanent method.
Wow.
So like the question you just asked concerning the lady that told the husband, you too can go.
Yes.
Yes, the man also have his own too.
Because it shouldn't just be just the women alone.
Yes, yeah, right. For the man, it's called vasectomy. And for the woman, it's called tubal ligation, just to ligate the tubes. That's permanent. But you have to be sure
that's the end.
That's the end. Not later on you come up with,
had I known.
So you have to be sure. Then when you talk about how will I go about family planning? If I've decided with my husband that this is the number of children I want to have, you have such services in hospital, recognized hospital. University of Benin Teaching Hospital offers such services. And in this family planning clinic, when you come there, some investigations are carried out, some questions are carried out, like health history, medical history, social, to ascertain the one that actually suits the mother. What suits Mrs. A will not suit Mrs. B.
Yeah.
That's the truth. So if Mrs. A have already told her friend that
this is what I
used that was okay, I used the Implanon, I used this. But when she comes, after discussing with the mother, you find out that this actually do not suit. And when she gets there, there's a chart where the different methods are displayed and explained to you. So with her own health status, it now determines the one that actually suits her.
Okay.
If A suits, Mrs. A's own suits her, this will be different from Mrs. B. It must not be actually all the time,
yes.
oh, you must take the pills. Why this one you must take the injectable? So our health status go a long way for the decision to be taken by the health practitioner.
Okay. So in all of these, that means one cannot just go to the hospital and say, oh, I want Implanon.
No.
Or I want to take pills.
No.
Or you have to go.
It has to be cancelled. You ask, they'll tell you, they'll help you see reasons or the different methods. And then when you relax and you think of the method that will actually suit you concerning to your health status, then you are not expected to pick one. Some will say, I think the injectable is more convenient for me
than taking
we
pills.
have the one of once, twice a month, and we'll have the one of once, twice a month. Some will say, I might forget. I want to take the Implanon, just a little capsule under the left arm there. And if that's more convenient, the person can decide to pick it. But in our setting this way, the men actually do not go for vasectomy. It's the women that actually goes for tubal ligation. Though sometimes there are health reasons why tubal ligation can be done. Or the mother will decide, or the husband and wife will say, we are true, we want to enjoy our normal sex life and cater for this number of children we've decided to have. So it depends on the husband and wife. But in all, the man had to be involved. Involved in taking
but why don't we find men doing this, the vasectomy? A lot of men, you ask them, no, I can't do it. I can't risk my life. Let the woman go for it and all of that. Why are women always being pushed forward?
Well, in our society today, there are a number of reasons. Some cultural reasons. Some have religious belief concerning it. Why some personal reasons? Ego. They'll say, I don't think I can go through that procedure. Why some say,
what if something happens?
What if something happens and I still want to have more children, but not considering the decision the woman had made. On the other hand, you see some men will say, if I die, when I come back, like reincarnation.
I also heard that about women also.
That I will not come complete. It's actually not so. Family planning is safe. Health-wise, it helps a lot of number of women.
Yes. Now we're talking about the importance. Importance of
it's really safe planning. And it's cheap compared to raising 10 children. It's cheap. If you look at the economic situation today, it's really alarming when you see some
out of school children.
You see children hawking. You see some when you go to some areas like the suburbs. You see a woman with just 8 children. Sometimes when they come to the clinic and they tell you, I've already had 7 children.
You'll be wondering.
You'll be wondering, and this is the 8th one. There was a case scenario like that. We're trying to cancel a woman. She had 7 children. 6 already, and this is her 7th one. It was battle. And now we're canceling her that she should go for it. Doctors kind of encourage her. When the husband came, it was tug of war. Who canceled the wife to go for family planning?
After the 6th child, now
after
the 7th child.
No, in their tribe, they don't count children. So he will have the number of children he will want. And that actually causes in the setting there. Because one, you want to know who canceled. It wasn't actually for the woman's, it's for the woman's health. Because the more you give birth, the more the woman is at risk.
True.
It's just like you buying a new cloth or a new fitted underwear the first time.
The more you wear it,
the more you wear it,
it gets
as time goes by, you just find it's slack.
It's loosed,
Just how the woman is too. She too needs to get on her feet to be able to take care of the children and even take care of her own self. Sometimes you admire some women when you see them with their children. You say, is this your younger sister? You say, no,
certainly.
It's my daughter. But on the other hand, you see some. On the way, the children are like, just like this, just going the same time, but it's not doing them any good. Economically, it's difficult for them to feed those children. Health-wise, the woman is being drained.
True.
Psychologically, she's not balanced to care for them and give the children the best of what they actually need.
Okay, now let's look at economic advantage of family planning to the society itself.
Let's look at it from this point of view. In the Western world, in the early 19th century, they gave kind of rule that this is the number of children they want to have so that they can be able to curtail what they have to take care of them in terms of social amenities. In Nigeria, it is sufficing to know the study done in 2021, 4 women out of 10 to 15 women only obliged to family planning practices, and which is not helping us. That's why you see explosion of children. Some persons having 6, some are ready to have 8, even more. So to the society, we have a lot of things. Schools are stressed, workers are stressed, even food. These days, the economic situation is not palatable. So you taking care of number of children. But if you have fewer children or number of children that you can cater for, you give them the best. And at this time, the amenities will not be weighed down, or it will not be bugged to the extent that these things cannot be affordable. Then look at the man himself. He will not be happy not being able to take care of the children that he has brought down. And when you see that kind of house, what do you expect? Quarreling all the time.
True.
So trying to find their feet together for many children is difficult. So even if while policies are raised up in the early 2000s here that, oh, let's have number of children, so that these strategies or policies put in place should be able to help curtail or care for these children in quotes. Many of us are not embracing it because of especially cultural beliefs. Then even religious belief too.
Myth and misconceptions.
Yes, there are a lot of myths and misconceptions about it. And because of this, many of them just still decide, I'll still have the number of children. It's really telling on the economy, telling on the society. We have a lot of children that are out of school. We have a lot of children that engage in some devices that are not so nice. And so because of this, you see that many persons will say, it's now, if you look down the lane, few years back, some persons announced, I just want to have 2. But even among these ones, we still have some that still come. The woman is pregnant for the 6th time. So going down to the grassroots goes a lot. When they come for antenatal, those that can even afford it to come to the hospital setting, we'll give head talks. We'll counsel them, even one-on-one, that you already have 4. Why not go for family planning so that you will be able to cater for these children.
For the children.
And so when we counsel them, some will just open up. My husband would not allow it. Why some will tell you, if I do it, will you protect him? But in an ideal situation, he's supposed to be involved in the health care of the woman. Why some will say, okay, I think I just want to have 2. And when they have delivered, we will go there to see them and counsel them on how to care for these children while they get back home. In the line-in ward, we also counsel them. When they come for immunization for these children, we also counsel them. So it's part of our daily routine. So the head talk boiled down on letting them know family planning,
how important it is.
Yes. How beneficial it is for us to get to them. Even if we go to the markets and do head talk, they'll just think we are playing. But we can get them while they come for antenatal clinics, when they come for immunization clinics. Then when we go to the churches to do follow up on immunization days, like we do like mop-up, we have pep talk. Then the religious leaders are involved. They allow us to talk to them. Why you see some, they will just kind of call. We want people to talk to our mothers, our fathers. And this time we no longer do. We appreciate men that comes to the clinic with their wives, because they are involved. Then you see some asking questions.
Yes, about
the family planning, the whole system. How do I cater for my wife while she's pregnant and why the baby is down? So it goes a long way to be able to reach out to them. But if they avail themselves in the hospital setting. But in the health center too, the health carers there or the health practitioners, they also go a long way to discuss with them So the thing is prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
So get them at the grassroots.
All right, if you just joined us, this is Healthy Living, and we're looking at family planning and parenting. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. All right, if you just joined us, this is Healthy Living, and we're looking at family planning and parenting. Now, family planning is not just all about mothers alone, fathers. Yes, I love it when I go to for antenatal. I see men coming with their wives to, you know, give them that moral support.
Yeah.
Why you see some men, that's how they'll tell you, no, I cannot come to the hospital with my wife. What is it? Does she want to give birth to Jesus? What is it? All right, so thumbs up to every man out there, you know, always being with your wife, you know, encouraging her. See, to birth a child is not easy. It's not an easy game. You as a man, try it and see how it is. All right, we're still with Nurse Ado here in the studio. While we're on break, we're talking about government stance and NGO on all of this. So let's see, how is government coming in on all of these to, you know, to sensitize the public, to sensitize especially those in the rural area on family planning?
Well, the government have a lot of policies governing family planning, even to the grassroots, which is the heads, the grassroots in the rural area. And it's quite difficult because those in the rural area, they feel we are just talking, because that's where they actually have more children. Those in the urban area, they're already getting used to, oh, we need to train ourselves to have the number of children we have. Policies are being set up. Like in the early 1965, they set up, we had, I think, the Planned Parenthood Federation of Nigeria. And to date, they keep, each time they set up policies to see, to update what they have. I think one of the latest policy was that they should reach out to the grassroots, especially the secondary schools, because most schools now will see that even the young age, some are, not all though, are sexually active. And so they go there to teach them sex education to reach out to this one, while also telling our mothers to do their job. The fathers can be there, supportive, but it is the role of the mother to make sure that these children get the best in terms of morality. Because if you see, some of them they are not even aware. So even in the curriculum, they have what is called sex education there. And when they go for pep talks to these schools, you see them trying to reach out to the girl child, especially the girl child. Not that the boys are not also affected, but the girl child, because these ones are more exposed. They are more vulnerable to such things. In one of such, where they were educated, they showed them what a condom is. And some, they'll tell them they are going to give out free condoms to some persons, not to some specific age. Then if you have issues, like you see some mothers coming, oh, this is my child, I want the child to be cancelled. The daughter is taken with the mother to where the healthcare professional is, then they will be cancelled on what to do. So each time the government brings out through, they bring out posters. So at strategic places you see them, it goes a long way to tell you, say no to sex, zip up, and they also cancel them too. Apart from that, you see jingles trying to say, oh, say no to this, family planning, having a number of children. There was one, even the man had to follow the wife after the delivery, and they canceled, and the man was happy carrying the child. I think that's one of their logos, carrying the baby there. This is the number of children they can cater for. So it will also help. Definitely, we'll still reach out to the men, especially. So why they come for antenatal clinic, we applaud them, because the support is enormous. To encourage these women to do more, but not to do more, to give more, give birth to more children.
All right, Nurse Ado, thank you so much for being part of us today, educated us more on family planning, which is very, very essential as a family. Yes, you need to come together to plan parenting. Okay, plan parenting. All right, so quickly now, Nurse Ado, just a quick advice to families out there. Quick one.
Well, we want to say thank you to our fathers and our mothers out there. In the same way, we want to say come to the hospital to get the right family planning method. What suits Mrs. A will not suit Mrs. B. And apart from that, when you come to the hospital, you get the right information. There are a lot of misconceptions out there. But when you come, You get the right thing, and then you know the right one that suits you.
Okay.
It will go a long way to curtail the number of children we want to have in society.
Okay. All right. So you know what happened today? Get information from the right source. That is just it. Don't look for gainsay or they say. Just go to the right source and get your information. So we'll be seeing again next week for another exciting time on Healthy Living. Stay healthy. Bye for now.